The first speech from a new advanced manual he's starting called Speeches by Management. The first project in this manual is to give a briefing. A briefing is an abridged presentation of a topic designed to quickly and competently inform listeners. It's a versatile tool. Briefing must distill details and be easily understood. So his objectives here are to organize his briefing material, tailoring it to his audience's needs, give a briefing according to a specific objective, like to explain, to instruct, to persuade, or to report, so that the audience will have an understanding of the information, and to effectively handle a question and answer session following the briefing. So the timing is a little different for this one. First, he'll have a 3 to 5 minute speech, so he'll get a green light at 3, yellow light at 4, red at 5, and then he'll start the Q&A, and it's 2 to 3 minutes for Q&A, so he'd like a green light at 2, yellow at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red light at 3. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. And the title of Rahul's briefing today is What's for Lunch?
Clip. Good afternoon, members of the Board of Directors of the California Grass-Fed Beef Association. It is truly my privilege to be here today as the executive chef of our employee cafeteria. I'm going to brief you on a plan that our kitchen staff has been putting together to make major changes in the food we're going to serve to our employees. These changes will serve to be models for both health and sustainability, and eventually will transform corporate menus across the country. Very much like what you all have done for the beef industry in the United States. In addition, our model will provide promotions for our own product, which, as you all know, is far more expensive than regular beef, but aligns to our goals and values to be stewards for the environment and to produce and provide good, clean, chemical-free food to create a better life for both humans and animals. So let's get straight to the plan. It's really quite simple. We are going to serve 100% plant-based food on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And on our menu, you will see creative recipes that combine ingredients from all over the world, such as our Korean tacos with baked tofu and pickled daikon radish with gochujang sauce. Our dishes will be delicious with a medley of flavors and spices. My personal favorite is the chickpea and vegetable coconut curry soup. Delicious. Our menus will be well balanced and provide all the nutrition that you need. And our food will be wholesome, which means it will not be processed and we'll use the freshest ingredients. Why are we doing this? Well, we did a bit of research, and what we found was plant-based food provides a number of benefits. In fact, a number of the large healthcare providers are now recommending that their members switch to some sort of plant-based diet. We took this list of benefits from Kaiser's website, and I'll give you a few seconds to scan these. But what I did want to point out is that I actually know people who have had type 2 diabetes. And by switching to a plant-based diet, they have been able to reverse their diabetes and get completely off insulin. But let me share another little story. Last week, I was driving to Southern California along Interstate I-5. And I'm sure if any of you have done this before, you have to have come across this stretch of the highway that just smells terrible. Do you know what creates this lovely odor? Yes, it's those cows in the factory farms that are fed all day. And what's the result of feeding them all day? this foul-smelling byproduct. That gas is methane. And methane is 25 times more effective in trapping heat within the environment relative to carbon dioxide, which comes out of our cars' tailpipes. And that is the reason why reducing animal agriculture will be good for the environment. But we're in the beef industry, so isn't that a big contradiction? But think of this. What if people started eating more plant-based food? Their cost of food would go down, and they'd have more money in their pockets, more disposable income. They could then use this to buy better quality food, such as our grass-fed beef. And that is exactly what we want. This will help. This will be a win-win for the people, for the environment, and for us. And in summary, we are going to start serving twice a week plant-based food in the cafeteria. And we fully expect that this will bring abundance of benefits to our employees, to us, and to our members who are producing beef in this association. Thank you all for your support and for giving us the autonomy to make these changes. And while I'm on a talking spree, ladies and gentlemen, let's make I-5 odor-free again. Thank you. And I'd be happy to take any questions now. Does anyone have any questions about plant-based food? Yes, go ahead.
I'm a little concerned that this may be a slippery slope. Here we are, the beef industry. It starts Tuesday and Thursday. We're not going to serve any meat anymore. What's to prevent you from changing this to also Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, and eventually we're not even supporting the products that we sell?
Well, our goal is not to completely change everybody into a plant-based diet. We know that people like meat, and that will continue because it's been going, people have been eating meat for years. What our goal is to try and balance everybody's diet, to have meat on some days and to have plant-based food on other days. And it doesn't even have to be one day this and one day that. It's just to introduce other types of food so people can have more variety of diet and switch to some amount of plant-based food, which we believe has a number of benefits. And that's what we're trying to do. So we won't be changing to a 5-day plant-based food. No worries there. Okay. Yes.
I love our cafeteria. I go there every day, but something has happened with my memory. So would you please remind me, what do we eat in our cafeteria? What is served mostly on other days?
On other days today? Well, we have a variety of food, but if you go and look at it, 95% of the food has some type of animal product. It could be beef, it could be chicken, it could be fish, the ones that you would suspect right away. But also, there's egg and there's dairy. And if you really look at it, there's very few dishes, except for the salad bar, that does not have some form of animal product. And so that's what we're trying to change, to have a balance of both animal products and plant-based products.
Just one follow-up question. Have you considered having a day or 2 days of the week completely reserved for grass-fed beef only? So grass-fed beef, tacos, grass-fed beef, steaks, and this and that, and no other animal food is served. Everything else is vegetarian, but the meat, which is only grass-fed. Wouldn't that accomplish both of the goals? Promote our business and
well, we did get, yes, a good question. We got that request from a couple of people. However, there are some folks who do not eat meat. They're vegetarians, and they work in our industry. And so we have to be somewhat, we have to make sure that they have something to eat. We have to be sensitive to that. And so we haven't been able to go to 100% grass-fed beef, but all the beef that's served in the cafeteria is grass-fed beef. Any other questions? We may have only a second left, or none. Are we good for more questions?
You good? Yeah.
Yeah.
The light went on?
No.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, it's for that one?